Good morning. Beautiful day in Berkeley, California. Okay, so my recovery since the Ironman. Today is Friday. My race was last Sunday, so today is like day 5 of me recovering from that crazy event, and here's how it's been. So the first day after the race, which was Monday, I just woke up so incredibly hungry, not even that insanely sore and tired. I was kind of pretty energetic when I woke up, but that whole entire day of traveling back to California, I was just consuming so much food. I was a bottomless pit, just keep on eating and eating and eating and drinking as well. My body was still recovering from just getting all of the minerals and vitamins and calories that it lost and was in a deficit for that whole day of Sunday when I did the race. And sure, I was kind of hobbling around and a bit sore, but I was walking around in the airport and travel, and I just had to kind of be on point the whole day. So I went to bed at a relatively normal time back here in California, and it was Tuesday that was the lowest low in terms of just feeling physically like I had been, hit by a truck or something. I woke up I was so stiff, and when I bent over or kneeled down or got in a squat position, it was really like, it was actually less my calves, which makes sense because my calves are usually fried because I do so much hill training, running up hills, cycling up hills, but the Ironman was completely flat, so it was actually my quads, glutes, and hamstrings that just felt like they had gone through such a beating, just so incredibly sore. I had to work on Tuesday, and I do like pretty physical things at the pottery studio, so it was good to flush out some of that lactic acid from just walking around and doing some lifting of stuff in the pottery studio. But yeah, I was just incredibly sore, and my appetite was still ferocious on Tuesday. I just ate so much food. Obviously did not exercise at all. In fact, I haven't exercised whatsoever yet even, and today's Friday. Tomorrow I'm gonna do my first exercise back at it. So Wednesday is when things started to get a bit better. The soreness started to go down. I took a yoga class in the morning, an Iyengar yoga class that was just based on like stretching and opening and body alignment. It wasn't like push-ups in a fitness class, like you don't even sweat. So Wednesday continued the appetite, I think was pretty strong, ate a lot of food, did a lot of stretching, my body started to feel good. And then Thursday, which was yesterday, is the first day that things started to pretty much feel normal. I had a pretty normal appetite. I didn't like eat a crazy amount of food. Again, I didn't exercise, and my body felt pretty good. When I was biking to work, they were a little bit sore, but now it's today, it's Friday, and I pretty much feel completely normal. My legs feel totally energetic and strong. I feel like I can work out. My appetite is pretty normal, and I want to exercise. So the biggest thing with recovering from a race like this, as I said, just based on the schedule that I've had, is rest. Don't push your body. Give yourself, in my opinion, I did a half Ironman without even the swim portion, and I gave myself a full 5 days of no exercise. If you do a full Ironman, it should probably be 2 weeks of no exercise. And so it's just resting, hydration, and proper food, just getting in good, healthy calories, because you're going to be in a calorie deficit if you do a exercise achievement, a physical activity like that as an Ironman. So it's just been rest, light stretching. I've been doing yoga every single day just in my own home practice, and I went to a yoga class once, and that's how I've been recovering. So I've been reflecting over the past few days about what did I learn from this experience, and I learned a lot of stuff. I learned things such as like how to properly do an Ironman better in terms of your fueling, your hydration, your transition times. That's the obvious stuff, but I also learned about life and learned some like cool life lessons from this experience. In terms of the practical how to do this race best, I learned so many things about like how to fuel yourself during the race that I hadn't thought about. For instance, the pros, the people who had clearly done this before, they had all of their little gel sugar packets like rubber banded or taped to the frame of their bicycle so that they didn't even have to like reach in their back pocket. You can just like take it from your bike bike, eat it, and then just like throw it on the side of the road because it's cleaned up by like the race staff volunteer people. So I learned about that. I learned just from looking at everyone's gear, like what better gear, like aerodynamic helmets and aerodynamic bikes and all these things that over the years I'll probably accumulate if I continue to race. But the cool and the best part is just learning about competition, about community, and just about the broader life lessons that I learned from this experience. I mean, the biggest takeaway was that I traveled all the way to Austin with the intention of doing a swim, bike, and run race, and it turned into a bike and run race. And it would have been so easy in that initial moment when they said it's canceled. You just feel like, no, this is all for nothing. All the training, all of the travel expenses. But really, at the end of the day, things are just as good in life. That's kind of my motto that I've had for the last like 6 months about 6 months, is trying to take every approach to life when life throws a wrench in your expectations to say, wait, this is just as good. We did an epic bike and run race. I met so many people. I had a great time. I didn't get injured at all. I didn't even get blisters. My body feels perfect. That's just as good as if I had also done a little swim. And I think that life and the universe works in certain ways where it tries to teach you lessons. Like, it wasn't meant to be for me to have everything go as planned in this trip, just to learn to accept life with all the wrenches that are thrown at it and just to go with the flow. But most importantly, to be happy going with the flow, not to just go to the flow and like hang your head down and you know, whine about it, but to actually just be excited at the new opportunities that life gives you, even if you don't expect it. Another amazing thing that I learned, and that gets me really excited, is that triathlon is a sport that you get better with age. So it was incredible. Like on the bike, for instance, I'm pretty good on the bike. I've done a lot of training on the bike. That's my strongest sport within triathlon. And so not many people passed me while I was riding. I passed a lot of people, but the few people that did pass me, they write your age on a marker, with a marker on your calf, so you know how old everyone is when they pass you. And pretty much everyone that passed me was over like 45 years old. The people that passed me were like 47, 50. I think there was a guy close to 60 years old that passed me. I'm not kidding. And that just shows that you actually get better with age in this sport. So that keeps me excited to keep on training, because it's just practice, practice, practice for decades to get really good. So I love that. And I just learned about the power of community. There were thousands of people just watching and cheering from the sidelines. And you know, you can't do these kind of amazing athletic events by yourself. There's just no motivation. We are a tribal and community-based species. We like others to be cheering for us, and we like to be surrounded by people. It was so energizing to be running and biking with thousands of people. And you know, community is just such an important aspect of life, and being around people and sharing experiences, going through hard times with people is just so nourishing. So that's what I learned. I loved it. And now the big question is, what is next? Am I gonna do another race? Of course! Not only am I gonna sign up for another half Ironman, hopefully this coming next summer. I haven't picked exactly which one yet, but hopefully in the summer I'm gonna do another half before attempting a full. But even closer in time, I'm doing the Berkeley Half Marathon in just like 15 days. It's on November 20th. If any of you are doing it in the Bay Area, hit me up so we can meet up and wear our vegan shirts and run together. I know I'm running with some vegan friends here in Berkeley that are involved with the Berkeley Animal Rights Center and DXC, the activist group that I'm with. So I'm really excited for that half Ironman. It's a road, sorry, not Ironman, the half marathon, and that's a road marathon, so I'm not gonna have to bike before, so I can actually test what my best time on the half marathon is, which will be really cool. Thank you guys so much for the love and support and all the good comments over these Ironman vlogs, the congratulations, thank you. And I, can't wait for more, and I can't wait to hear your stories, maybe in the comments or in emails, of the training that you're doing and the events that you're doing. Subscribe to the channel if you want more of these videos, comment, like, thumbs up, and I will see you next time. Much love, Dream Extreme.